Medjugorje and Lourdes, two vicinities shrouded in mystery and wonder where hundreds of thousands of pilgrims, tourists and sceptics visit every year. In both locations there have been reports of the Virgin Mary appearing. In this documentary I'm taking you to both locations to help you make up your mind whether these apparitions are real. Now, I've been visiting Lourdes for many years, but I've never actually visited Medjugorje. So I flew out to Bosnia-Herzegovina to find out more about the apparitions that are reported to occur here. Crossing the border, I began to get a sense of just the remoteness of this location. I'm currently at the base of Apparition Hill. Now here behind me is the first blue cross, first built in 1982, and they serve as a place where people come to pray, and they don't have to walk to the very top of Apparition Hill to be able to do so. On the 24th of June 1981 at around 6:30 p.m, two girls were walking up this hill behind me. One of them started to notice the shimmering silhouette of a woman stood on this spot behind me. She immediately exclaimed, "Look, it's Gospa." Gospa being the Virgin Mary. She brought this to her friend's attention, but the friend scoffed at the idea and turned away. They later met a friend who was bringing in the sheep, and they all came up to this spot where they all witnessed the apparition of the Virgin Mary. They were then joined by another friend who was so scared that she ran down the hill in fear of what this was. 6 children have experienced visions here, but unlike Lourdes, they have continued to this day.
Like mother, she coming here to teach us what is most important. Our love and peace is Jesus. And you can imagine how I feel when she leave me. I don't have any pain like this.
The visionaries underwent extensive neurological and physical testing. Their eyes reacted as if they were looking at a powerful light.
No evidence that they are other than normal, healthy teenagers.
How likely is it that they could maintain a fabrication over 34 years?
They have never wavered in their belief that they are being visited by the Blessed Virgin Mary.
Since that day in 1981, Our Lady is said to have delivered over 1,200 messages. So what is she actually saying? Well, unlike Lourdes, the messages here are far more complicated. Firstly, there are her public messages, which are communicated through the visionaries to the general public. Now, these boil down to 5 key points: daily prayer, daily reading of the Bible, monthly confession, fasting, and Holy Mass. Coming to Medjugorje and seeing here, there's rows upon rows of benches, and I've been told that it's very dissimilar from Lourdes, but to be honest, that couldn't be further from the truth. The similarities with the gift shops, the similarities with the amount of people that come here. However, there is a difference between Medjugorje and Lourdes when it comes to the support of the church. In Lourdes' case, it is supported by the church, and massive churches have been built and so many tourists come to visit. Here, there is currently no support from the church. There has been an investigation, but Pope Francis still is yet to decide whether it is true or false.
Io preferisco la Madonna Madre, nostra Madre, e non la Madonna Capo di Ufficio, telegrafico che tutti i giorni invia un messaggio a tal'ora invia, e questa non è la mamma di Gesù. E queste presunte apparizioni non hanno tanto valore. E questo lo dico come opinione personale.
Oh, well, I've been coming to Medjugorje since when I was 4 years old, and every year is a new experience. I've been to the apparition, and of course I didn't see anything, but you can feel the presence of Mary. Once I had this huge feeling that, you know, when you throw a rock in the water and you see the waves going, well, it's like that wave coming towards me, and I don't know, just this amazing force coming towards me, and it's filled with joy, of course.
For people that maybe don't believe the apparitions, what would you say to them?
Be open. Don't close your doors. Be open to this amazing grace.
In addition to Our Lady's public message, the visionaries are also said to receive each a total of 10 secrets. These secrets are said to be events that will occur on Earth in the near future, some relevant to the wider world, while others are personal to the visionaries or to the local community of Medjugorje. When a visionary has received all 10 of their secrets, Our Lady will stop appearing to them on a daily basis. At the time of recording, 3 of the visionaries have only received 9 secrets, meaning Our Lady still appears to them on a daily basis, while the remaining 3 visionaries have received all 10, and Our Lady appears to them once a year. Now, if all of that seems a bit too complicated for you, the message of Lourdes might be more attractive. On Thursday, the 11th of February, 1858, 14-year-old Bernadette Subaru was walking along this very riverbank with her friend and her sister, gathering firewood. Now, it's in this spot behind me that Bernadette claimed to see a beautiful woman standing in the cliff face, and she didn't know who this was. Now, there were a total of 18 apparitions, and during them, crowds slowly grew. On the 9th apparition, the woman said to Bernadette to wash and drink out of a small patch of muddy water, which a day later would be revealed to be a spring. Now, on the 16th apparition, Our Lady said to Bernadette, "I and the Immaculate Conception." Bernadette didn't know what this meant. Over the course of the apparitions, Our Lady's message was clear. Pray for sinners, build a church, come in procession, and drink and wash in the spring. Now, approximately 6 million people visit every year, many to do that exact thing.
I think really the best thing to speak to people who are skeptic, who don't believe the apparitions took place, is to actually visit the spot. You'll feel it, it's a feeling. It's not an intellectual thing, it's more an emotional thing. It's an energetic feeling. You will get it if you're open to it. But if you decide, yes, I do not believe, I'm going to block myself, and you're not going to be open to a lot of things. So the best thing to do, I think, for skeptics is just come with an open mind and just let the energy speak in and of itself and keep your mind open.
Whatever your take is on these apparitions at Medjugorje and Lourdes, I urge you to stay open-minded about the possibility that they could be real or they could be fake. If you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. Elliot, Hartley, Medjugorje and Lourdes 2023.